Yeah, again, we're starting all over again. Okay, well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Gwen TV Live, and this is Gwen, your host. All right, so just a moment ago, I was chatting in our chat room before the show started, and I mentioned that I would be talking about the movie schedule. Yeah. So people, well, at least our followers all around the world were panicking. Like, oh my gosh, how do we talk about movie schedule? I haven't learned, I haven't seen a video about this. Can you teach us how to do this? So I've been receiving messages from many of you guys from Japan, from Taiwan, from Vietnam, and I have prepared something for you guys tonight, okay? So when we get enough people gathered to start the live show, we're going to start. We're going to talk about the test that appeared on all of our tests. I think it was like a test that was given in every country. In Japan, in Korea, in Vietnam, we all had the same questions, even in Taiwan. So yeah. Okay, so we have a Swan. Are you crying already? I don't stop talking. I keep on talking. In the TOEIC speaking test, the voice and smile means Glenn always stand by me. Thanks. Okay. Hello, Terrence. Welcome to the show. Hi, Ryan. Welcome. Juan, Tay, hey, Dong Dui. Yes. Well, I've received your messages, guys, talking about the last weekend's test. And I know it was crazy, wasn't it? I mean, like, part six was like part five. Sorry, I get confused with part six. The last question was also a little bit challenging, but I'm going to tell you guys how to approach it easily using the scenario that we always use on our test questions. Okay. Oh, so Ha and Gu Yuan Khan, you will have a test tomorrow. So you're taking both the speaking and the writing test. Well, I hope I give you a lot of help on the show today. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get started right away so we can talk to more people, during the feedback session. All right, guys, just for your information, we're gonna have a feedback session at the end of the show. And first, we're going to cover all 11 questions, which were on the test previously last weekend. And when I cover all 11 questions at the end, we're gonna get your participation. Like you have to volunteer to participate. But if you wish to be on the show and get my live feedback, then send us your email link to the email address that we're going to upload at the end of the show. And we're going to send you a link, invitation, an invite. And when you click the invite, you'll be in this secret room, a very hidden place, okay? With me only, and we're going to be chatting live, face to face. All right, so we have more people joining in. Taeyeon, hello. And Huong Fan, hello. So you will also have a test too. HJ Kim, good evening. Good evening. And Hyun, hello, my beloved teacher, a long time no see. Oh, it's been, I think, 3 weeks, right? Okay, well, this could be good and no, I don't want to spoil the good part. Should I? Should I not? Well, actually, we've been getting in touch with some people in Vietnam and they wanted to make videos with us about TOEIC speaking. They wanted to create English content regarding TOEIC speaking, about how to teach their employees. But I don't know what's it gonna be. Maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's not, but hopefully I get to meet more of your Vietnamese viewers out there. Okay? Well, even if we don't get to, I mean, we have this channel, right? I'll be sharing more and more people, all right? The content about TOEIC speaking with more and more people. So yeah. Hello, Tadashi. So thanks to Tadashi, guys, I was able to get ready for the show, this weekend using the last weekend's question because he took the test and he shared with me all the little, secret tips about how he answered to the questions and how, he thinks that some people might have problem or, tough time answering these questions. So with his, comments, I was able to, sort of come up with new version of the test, okay? Guys, always be aware, I don't copy the test exactly. It's not 100% the same question, okay? I always change all the wordings, all the content on the test. It's just that I'm showing you what kind of questions were there on the test, okay? AT, you're from Taiwan. Welcome to the show. I have a lot of viewers joining from Taiwan. And Ryan, you had the test last weekend? Frustrated? Well, Ryan, it wasn't only you. You're not alone, all right? Yan. Yes, amazing. Dan Quang Na, hi Miss Gwen. I do an exam. You will take an exam tomorrow, so I am really happy when I got the notification that you have a live today and this month. Well, I love you so much. Love you too. Okay. All right, Teiji, thank you for joining. You know, like your video made me become interested in kickboxing. You know, I'm a very athletic person, right? Well, so enough of that. We're going to get right into part one, okay? So this is our first passage. And actually, I've been talking to many of you, who have taken the test last weekend, but none of you remembered what was on the test for part one. So I had to come up with a complete different one, a new one. So here's the passage. It's a traffic report. Thank you for tuning in to the local traffic report on Channel 11. All northbound lanes on I-90 have been shut down due to a crash that took place near Northwest Boulevard. If you are in the area, please make a detour by taking Googer Street, Lenox Avenue, or Ingrid Road to avoid traffic. Okay, so there were some tough words in this passage. The first word I believe would be, Channel 11. All right, guys, don't get this word confused with Chanel, okay? Because Chanel is the name of a brand, right? That luxury Chanel, like Jenny of Blackpink is always wearing and she's always carrying the bags of. So this is not Chanel. Oh, by the way, when you say that name of that luxury brand Chanel, the stress goes on the second syllable. So it's not Chanel or it's not Chanel or it's not Chanel or Chanel, but it's Chanel. And you have to sort of like emphasize the second vowel there at E. And also, by the way, Chanel has only one N. Yeah, that's the difference. But here, there are two N's. And it's channel, channel. And the stress goes on the first vowel, first syllable, which is channel, channel 11, 11. All right, all northbound lanes on I-90. All right, this word, you read it as I-90, okay? Well, I is an abbreviated word for interstate, but we don't necessarily have to say the word as the actual word, which is interstate, but just read it as I. And the number is not 19. Thankfully, it's 90, because most of you would read 19 as 90, but like this word itself is 90. So I-90, I-90 is how you read it. And the word crash. I had some Korean students read this passage, and a lot of you read this as clash, clash, like L, but make sure you make the right R sound, which is crash, crash. Remember, R sound, you need to pull out your lips a little bit. Crash, to make the proper R sound. Crash, crash. So your lips get pulled at R and then the SH. Crash, crash, okay? Northwest. The word northwest itself, it doesn't look hard, but when you actually say it, it's a little tough to make that TH sound in the middle of the word. So it's not northwest. You don't have to actually clearly make that TH sound, but rather say northwest, northwest, sort of like, go over that TH sound. Make it smoother. So northwest, northwest, northwest. Don't say just Norway. It sounds like Norway, but no, it's northwest, northwest. Can you hear how smooth that is? Northwest, northwest. Okay, so northwest, boulevard. Boulevard, we are used to the words like street, avenue, or road, but the word boulevard is something similar. They all mean some streets, ways, roads, right? So boulevard, we see this a word quite often on this test. So remember this word, boulevard, boulevard, boulevard. Okay, so it's Northwest Boulevard, Northwest Boulevard. Oh, when we put these two words together, you don't have to pronounce the T at the end of Northwest. It sounds more like Northwest Boulevard. You see how I'm leaving out that T sound in the middle? Northwest Boulevard. Northwest Boulevard. Northwest Boulevard. My tongue is getting twisted, but Northwest Boulevard. Northwest Boulevard. You gotta follow. Repeat after me when you're watching the show, okay? Northwest Boulevard. Northwest Boulevard. Please make a detour. Now, detour has a stress on the first E. Detour, the word is Googer. Googer Street, Googer. And then Lenox Avenue, Lenox. And Ingrid Road, Ingrid. Okay, some tough words there, huh? All right, so lamb, chow. This test is just the same TOEIC speaking test. I know. I've received many messages from Taiwan, Vietnam, Japan, and also some Koreans. We've all taken the same test. And good evening. Teacher Gwen, I attended the SW test this Sunday. I really want to thank you. Your video helps me a lot. Great thing. I hope you get the result that you want. All right, so I'm going to read this passage twice. As always, first, the slower version, the second, the faster version, okay? Thank you for tuning into the local traffic report on Channel 11. All northbound lanes on I-90 have been shut down due to a crash that took place near Northwest Boulevard if you're in the area. Please make a detour by taking Googer Street, Lenox Avenue, or Ingrid Road to avoid traffic. I sort of got that reading mixed up. I messed it up in the middle. But you know what I did? I said sorry, and then sort of started over again with the word near. Yeah. All right. Now this is my faster version. Thank you for tuning into the local traffic report on Channel 11. All northbound lanes on I-90 have been shut down due to a crash that took place near Northwest Boulevard. If you're in the area, please make a detour by taking Googer Street, Lenox Avenue, or Ingrid Road to avoid traffic. Man, that is hard. Northwest Boulevard. Okay. So that was the first passage. Not easy. Not an easy one. I will say Google Street. Well, yeah, it does seem like Google, right? Google. Well, there's a little slight difference between the L sound and the R sound, but yeah, I understand why you would say Google. I once watched a video. It was on Instagram or YouTube, and some person was teaching English, and the person was reading Google as Google. Yeah. So I guess many people around the world read the same word differently. But this one definitely is a Googer Street. Okay? All right, so that was the first passage. Now the second one. I'll read it for you. Now, this one, a person happens to remember some of the words that appeared on the test. So the words were agility. The stress goes on the first I, agility. The second word is coordination. The stress has to be on the A, coordination. And the last word is encounter. Okay? So I think the first word, agility, could be a little unfamiliar to many of you. So listen to my reading. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Sanders. I'm the head coach here at Brian's Gym. Today, I'd like to introduce my Agility Ladder program, which has been designed to improve your balance, speed, and coordination. Through practice, you'll be able to respond more quickly to any physical challenges encountered in sports. Okay, so I would say this passage is easier to read than the first one. Yeah, definitely easier. Definitely. Yeah, but the words that could be tough for you guys might be Brian Sanders, because we always get a little nervous when we face the words, the names in English, right? So the word is Brian Sanders. It's relatively easy word, Brian Sanders. Okay, and of course, he's running Brian's gym. In many cases in Korea, a lot of Koreans would say gym. But this sounds more like Z, gym. It's not gym, it's gym. You gotta pull out your lips. Gym, gym, okay? Brian's gym. Okay, the word here, the big word, agility. It's not agility. It's not agility. Or it's not agility. It's agility. Agility ladder program. Agility ladder program. Ladder. You know the ladder, the one that you can climb up. Agility, but in this case, in an agility ladder program, you would lie down those ladders on the floor, and you would like jump across the ladder on the floor. So it's agility ladder program. Normally you do this. Some people do this with their dogs. Yeah, the agility sports for the dogs with their owners. So agility ladder program. Agility ladder with a big A. Ladder. Oh my gosh, my mouth looks really big today. Ladder program. Oh, and I also heard some students say program, and they were opening up their jaws when they were saying program. But no, you don't open your jaw. You have to say program, and you have to move your lips. Program. The program. This is the right sound. Program. It's not program. This is wrong. Program. This is wrong. Program. Okay, the words are balance, speed, coordination. Balance, speed, coordination. Okay, and physical challenges. Physical. Always remember, PH has the F pronunciation, right? So whenever you see the words that have PH in it, it's always got to be F sound. So it's not physical, it's physical. And encountered. Don't say encountered, it's more like encountered. That's because there's no stress on the word encounter on the first syllable. So the stress goes on the second syllable, encountered. Okay. So here goes the second passage. I know both passages aren't really easy, but I think this one is the easier one. So here goes the slower version. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Sanders. I'm the head coach here at Brian's Gym. Today, I'd like to introduce my Agility Ladder program, which has been designed to improve your balance, speed, and coordination. Through practice, you'll be able to respond more quickly to any physical challenges encountered in sports. Now, this is going to be the faster one. I'm getting nervous because I made a mistake on the first one. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Sanders. I'm the head coach here at Brian's Gym. Today, I'd like to introduce my Agility Ladder program, which has been designed to improve your balance, speed, and coordination. Through practice, you'll be able to respond more quickly to any physical challenges encountered in sports. Okay. I almost didn't breathe. Okay, so yeah, those were the two passages. Again, the first one, I just made it up, but the second one, I've tried to use the words agility, coordination, and encounter, which appeared on the test. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I pronounced encountered, encountered. Is it correct? No, it's encountered. It means that you get to face something, you get to experience something, encountered. The word is encountered. Okay? So it was true that the word encounter was on the test. Okay. Now, moving on to the picture. Okay, guys, you have to remember it's always challenging to find the same picture. It's always so challenging. And as always, we always look for, purchase these pictures. We buy the copyrights. So we have like a pool of pictures that we can use from. And we try to find the most like a similar one. But this was all I could do. But, people say there were many people. Some were walking with their bikes. Some were just like, sitting down talking. And some were like just standing there. So a lot of activities going on within the picture and with some bicycles around. And I would like to remind you that some people were walking with their bikes. So they weren't riding bicycles. If they were riding, it might have been easier. Like you could just say they are riding bicycles. But if they're just walking, as I'm telling you, you should just say some people are walking with their bicycles. Okay? So I couldn't find anything similar. So this is as close as I was able to get. And here, tell me about some expressions that you would like to use to describe the picture. Okay. And guys, I told you that we're going to have the live feedback session at the end of the show. And, there were so many people who wanted to participate. So what we're going to do is we are going to try to have as many of you participate, as many of you possible to participate on the show. But we're going to try to have those like who participate in chat room the most to be on the show. Oh yeah, the kid and the father is wearing bicycle helmet, right? They are on a picnic. If they are going on a picnic, it seems like they're still going. They haven't arrived, Hyun. So it's better to say they are on a picnic. They are enjoying a picnic. Okay? A boy wearing a yellow shirt is sitting on his mom's legs because mom has two legs, right? Seokjin? Hana, bicycle leaning against the tree. Okay, then you would have to say there are several bicycles. To me, it seems like 2, 3, okay? But so you can say there are some bicycles or there are 3 bicycles leaning against the tree. And the dad and the son is talking about something. Is he looking at something? Okay, he's looking at something. It seems like, doesn't it? And there's a big tree, lots of green leaves, the green grass. There's so many things to talk about in here. And you know what? When I teach my students in Korea, I tell them, don't focus too much on the story of the picture, but just focus on the fact. The fact that the boy is wearing a yellow shirt, the fact that mom has blonde hair, fact that they're sitting on the ground, fact that they're looking at something together. Just look at the fact, okay? Don't try to talk about what's going on. You guys focus too much on the story, okay? They might not even know each other, in reality. So don't talk about the story, just talk about the fact. Taking a rest during a bicycle ride? Yeah, maybe. Yes, maybe they're taking a rest or they're taking a break. All right. So, seems like that's all we've got today. Bicycle helmet, picnic, a yellow t-shirt, sitting on mom's legs, bicycle leaning against a tree, taking a rest during a bicycle ride. Okay? I think I've got enough. Hong Fan. This is a picture taken outside, and there are several people in this picture. They look like a family of 4 members. Great job. Okay? Holding a carton of milk, really? Oh. So the thing is, mom is holding milk, a carton of milk. That was a good expression, by the way. A carton of milk. And she's trying to feed the boy, but it seems like the boy doesn't like milk, so he's rejecting it, right? That's what's happening. Now, you shouldn't try to do that. You shouldn't try to say like this, okay? You shouldn't try to talk like this. There's a helmet on the ground. You're right. Tay, this is a picture taken in outdoors. Now, this is a big mistake. Tay, you shouldn't say this is a picture taken in outdoors, but you should say this is a picture taken outdoors. Okay? So grammatically, this word outdoors is an adverb, and with the adverb, we don't put the preposition in front of it, okay? So no in. Just, this is a picture taken outdoors. Okay. And a woman and her son. You cannot say a woman and his son. That is wrong. That is definitely wrong. There are a man and a young boy. They're wearing helmets and talking to each other. Good. Good evening. This picture was taken outside. There are a family. Okay. Now, Sean Trang Vo, it's not there are a family, it's there is a family. Because whether there are 2 people or 100 people or 1,000 people, family is a unit of one family. So you have to say there is a family, not there are a family, okay? All right, and I see Huang Fan. I can see a woman and a boy sitting on the ground. Okay, Terrence. I think they are a family. In the foreground of the picture, I can see a mother hugging her son. And maybe they're playing, you can't say playing a toy. They're playing with a toy, Terrence. They are playing with a toy. Yes, you can't say they're going to a picnic. That's wrong. It's got to be they're going on a picnic. So when you say trip, things like trip, picnic, or vacation, you got to say going on a trip, going on a picnic, going on a date, or going on vacation. All right? And they are already on picnic, I think. Yes. Wow. Hannah, you're very passionate about writing your answers. There are 4 people. Yes, there's a man and a boy chatting, both wearing bicycle helmets. I liked how everybody knows that both of them are wearing helmets, right? The plural subject with the plural object. Good job. Both of them are wearing helmets. In the foreground, I can see a woman hugging a boy. You know what, guys? But actually, when you say hugging somebody, it means like you're actually intentionally squeezing somebody. Like, I love you, and giving kisses. So here, it's a little bit awkward to say she's hugging the boy because she's not intentionally like squeezing him right now. He's not like, oh, I love you kind of hugging, but he's just like wrapping her arms behind him, from behind him, right? She's just like wrapping, sort of like wrapping her arms, from behind him. So it's hard to say that she's hugging the boy, okay? I want to leave out the expression hugging the boy. I think it's better to say the boy is sitting on mom's lap. Okay, that part of the leg is actually called the lap. Okay, so you can say the boy is sitting on his mom's laps or even legs. Okay, there are several bikes parked near a tree. Okay, bicycles are parked, all right? But I also like the expression saying leaning against a tree, leaning against a big tree or tree trunk. Tree trunk. That's what we see. The part of the tree is called the tree trunk, right? Okay, seems like I'm ready. I'm going to use very easy expressions and I'll be sharing with you guys my level 8 answer. So here it goes. This is a picture taken outside and there are 4 people in this picture. They look like a family. In the foreground of the picture, I can see 2 people. One of them is a woman. She is sitting on the grass. One of them is a boy and he is sitting on her laps and they are looking at something together. And in the background of the picture, there are 2 people. One of them is a man and one of them is a boy and both of them are standing up and the boy is looking at something or looking for something. Maybe they're having a good time in the nature. Okay, so you guys saw it, right? And literally speaking, I had no time to mention the bicycles. But I was lucky enough to talk about everything regarding the people. So I'm relieved. Okay, is it a daughter? Tay, is that a daughter? Oh my gosh, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, it's just a kid. Okay, they're chatting with each other. Chatting with each other or talking to each other is what you could say. Oh, guys, by the way, please press the like button. Please press the like button if you're watching the show right now. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, that's what I said. I said they're standing and they're looking at something or the boy is looking for something. I don't know what he's looking at or looking for. But yeah. There are so many things to list. Yeah, there are so many things to say. So first of all, I said the woman is sitting down and the boy is sitting on her laps, is how I talked about these two people. Oh, and guys, remember how I said they looked like a family. They, the four people, look like a family. Okay? That's how I talked about how they look, to be a family. They look like a family. Great. Now we're going to move on to the next picture. Okay. Now this also, like, I had a lot of thoughts in my mind before, like, right, even before the minute that I was choosing this picture, because I really wanted to find a picture where the person is putting something into the bag, right? That's the point, putting something into the bag. But there just wasn't the picture on the website that we use. Yes, so this was the closest that I could get. Oh, I want to know the difference between each other and one another. Actually, each other is used for actually two people. Yeah, two people looking at each other. And when there are like more than three or more people, you should actually say one another. They're looking at one another. But, a lot of, natives would even say, they're looking at each other, talking to each other. So you don't have to actually differentiate those two things when you're talking. But when you want to be precise, when there are many people, three or more people, the right way of saying it is talking to one another, and up to two people is just talking to each other. It seems like summer because people are wearing summer clothes. Hey, you left out are, the be verb. People are wearing summer clothes. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so I tried to look for something very similar, but this was the closest I could get. And yeah, it doesn't seem like in this picture she's trying to put these onions into the basket, but that's what was happening in the actual picture on the test, that the person was trying to put something into the plastic bag, right? And it happens oftentimes on TOEIC speaking test. Like people grab something and they're like, trying to put that thing into something. That happens a lot. Brian, I think this is a picture in a grocery store, taken in a grocery store. Because not I saw, you're looking at it. So I see, or I can see many vegetables there. And there is a couple. This is the same thing with the family. There is a family, there is a couple. There's only a woman and a man, which means a one couple. There is a couple in the middle of the picture. A man is grabbing tomatoes and he's wearing plastic glove. Is it, if it's both hands, then it's got to be there. He's wearing plastic gloves with an S. Oh, Ryan, I think he values personal hygienes. Okay. That is good, and I don't recommend it at the same time because again, don't talk about the story of the picture. Just talk about the facts that you see. Whatever you see. He's wearing gloves. He's holding some tomatoes. He's looking at something. Just talk about what you see. Don't talk about the story or hypothesis that you're making. He might not be. He was maybe forced to wear those gloves. Who knows? Mel, this is a picture of a market. There are two people in this picture. And in the middle, there is a man who doesn't have hair. That's right. Who doesn't have hair. That's so sad. Why didn't you mention about his hoodie or his blue shirt? Why did you have to mention about his hair not being there? That's so sad. Okay. He's holding two tomatoes and looking at something. I agree. It seems like he is searching for something. I agree with that too. On the left side of the picture, a man wearing yellow shirt is putting in something into the bag, into a bag, because we're talking about the bag for the first time. Next to her, a man wearing green hoodie with a D-I-E, is holding two tomatoes while watching. Okay, if he's watching another fruit, it sounds like, some fruits are dancing or putting on a show and he's watching them do some kind of a trick. Oh, he's watching some bananas. Some bananas are dancing there. So he's just looking at them, okay? You can't watch the fruits. Okay, well, fruit don't do anything. They don't do anything, so you can't watch the fruit. Unless you're watching so that people wouldn't steal them. Okay? Okay, and Terrence, I can see a man who is wearing a blue shirt and a coat. Not a coat. It's a hoodie. Hoodie. He's wearing a hoodie. Okay? The woman is picking up some garlic. What about this? She is about to. You know, in English, there's the expression be about to when something is about to happen. She's about to put the onions into her bag. She's about to put the onions into her bag. Yeah, she's about to put them into her bag, is what I would say. Okay. All right, let's see. Well, yeah, those could be onions. Those could be green onions. You can call them scallions. Huang, you're right. You can call them scallions. She's carrying a shopping bag in the other hand. That's right. She's carrying a shopping bag. Again, Tran. This is a picture taken at a grocery store, and I can see two people. They look like customers. Well used. Yeah, you used the right term. They look like customers. Good expression. The woman is wearing a yellow shirt, and she's trying to put some onions into her basket, right? And next to her, there's a man. He's wearing a green jacket and holding some tomatoes. Okay, if he's holding something on his hand, this is what happens. Guys, it might seem unstable. I might spill the cup, but I'm holding a cup on my hand. But normally we don't do this, right? I don't hold my cup on my hand. I hold the cup in my hand, okay? So right now he's holding tomatoes. All right, I wouldn't say on his hand, but in his hand, okay? He's grabbing it. He's holding some tomatoes in his hand. The woman is holding a wooden basket. Some green, I just guessed. Supermarket, putting some onions in a bag or into a bag, not to a bag. She is putting some onions in a bag. She is putting some onions into a bag. Okay. And let's talk about some fruit. What kinds of fruit are there? There are some lemons, bananas, avocados. I think some of them are mangoes, kiwis, apples, maybe. Yeah, maybe we could mention those if we have time. And do you guys see those bananas hanging above them? Yeah. Do you know that when you hang the bananas, they still think that they're on trees? Yeah. They think that they haven't been picked. They think they're still on trees. So they ripe slowly or slower. So yeah, if you buy a bunch of bananas and you have too many bananas to finish within time and they're starting to get black or dark, hang them. Yeah, hang them somewhere and they would think that they're still on a tree or something. That's what I heard. Oh, one person is mentioning about the food placed on the shelves. And by the way, guys, fruit, food, both are uncountable nouns. So you can't say fruits with an S or you can't say food with an S. It's many kinds of food or many kinds of fruit without S, no S. Okay, so here's my answer. Well, this is a picture taken at a grocery store, and there are two people in this picture. They look like a couple. And on the left side of the picture, there's a woman, and she's wearing a yellow shirt, and she's holding a shopping basket. And she is holding some onions, and she's about to put the onions into her basket. Next to her, there's a man, and he's bald, and he's wearing a hoodie, and he's holding some tomatoes with his hands, but he's still looking for something. And in front of them, there are many kinds of fruit, and maybe they're shopping. Okay, I sort of wanted to squeeze in that expression, there are many kinds of fruit, to show you guys how to use that. There are many kinds of fruit. But I didn't have time to fit in the content, the words about like that, those fruit in the front, or even the food in the background. On the left, she picked onions. She picked up some onions to put them into her bag. She is picking up. Just use present progressive. Okay, it's happening right now. As long as we're talking about a picture, it's happening right now at this moment. So you can say she is holding some onions and she is putting them, she is about to put them into a basket, a shopping basket or bag. Oh, perfect. Following Gwen, she's about to put, she's not about to putting, she's about to put some onions into her bag. Okay? Great. Now I'm going to return to the center. Okay, she's around around them. Many bananas are hanging above them. Many bananas are hanging above them. It's not hanging, it's hanging. Hanging. Many bananas are hanging above them. Okay? Yeah, you can join this show today. It's happening right now. It's live. You have joined already, Haoran Jen. Yeah, we're going to do the feedback session at the end of the show. If you want to participate, you got to participate in the chat more passionately. That's the word. Okay. So today we're going to talk about shoes. And you know, guys, like TOEIC speaking, they like to talk about shoes, not other items, just the shoes. I don't know why. They don't want to talk about the shirts, the clothes, the pants. They always talk about shoes. Okay. So the first question, how often do you buy new shoes? Very, very traditional. And do you like to buy shoes from the same brand? Okay. So how often do you buy new shoes? And do you like to buy shoes from the same brand? Okay, so I've been encountering some students who would just answer the questions and then they would stop talking. But don't stop talking. Keep talking because this is a speaking test. They want to see you talk. You shouldn't be shy. You shouldn't play that push and pull game. Like say, once a year, yes, Adidas. That's not a good way to take this test, okay? You gotta talk. You gotta say as much as you can. Just be a talkative person. Just chit chat all the way through until that 1 second disappear from the screen, okay? All right, so this show is very informative. I'm gonna subscribe and press getting notification. And please don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to press the like button. Okay, so how often? Guys, how often do you buy new shoes? And do you like to buy shoes from the same brand? Now, this is my personal story. I used to be shoe lover. You know, most girls are like that, right? We love shoes. Like in my 20s, I would buy shoes, maybe like, to confess, maybe more than 5 times a month. Okay, I confess, more than 5 times. All right, expensive, cheap, whatever. I buy shoes. I bought shoes all the time. But then when I became 30, I, I was thinking, should I buy heels or should I buy flats? Because I'm getting older and, heels are killing me. My feet are suffering. Should I buy heels? Would I be wearing them until I get old? And then I stopped buying shoes when it, was COVID. And then now I'm wearing shoes from like 5 years ago, almost like 10 years ago. And I got lost track of like the trend and everything. And like recently I went shopping alone and I really didn't know what to buy. I lost track of trend. Like I've been staying in front of a computer most of the time, talking to my students on Zoom. So I'm like always like, putting something on the top looking like I'm like, professional, but like my shoes, I haven't been wearing shoes for a long time, sometime. So even today, I was wearing sneakers that I bought like 3 years ago. Yeah. So if I were to answer this question, I would have to lie. I wouldn't say this because this is too much. I can't fit this in 15 seconds, right? So I would say I buy new shoes once a month because I love shoes and I like to buy shoes from the same brand. I like Nikes, I like Adidas because they're comfortable and they're not expensive. This is what I would say, like the easiest way to say many things. Cupcake. Ooh, I love that name. I buy new shoes when I'm feeling flush, maybe twice a month. Oh, really? I prefer to buy shoes from different brands. For example, give me some names of the brands that you like. I think it would be a better answer. Well, I often buy new shoes twice or three times a year. I do not like to buy shoes from the same brand because I have a lot of favorite shoe brands to choose from. Wow, Huang, that is a very good answer. A lot of favorite shoe brands to choose from. Make sure you add the preposition from. Okay, I buy new shoes maybe once a year, and I like to buy shoes from different brands. Oh, most of you say the same thing. And Tadashi, I hate questions asking about shoes because I'm not picky about shoes, and any shoes are fine with me as long as I can wear them. I know that being honest doesn't help me though. Yeah, this test, being honest doesn't help you at all because when you start talking about your story, the time ends and you have no time to talk enough about yourself, right? Okay, Lamb, I often buy new shoes about 2 or 3 times per year, and I love to buy shoes from the same brand, which is my favorite brand, such as Nike. Okay, well, Lamb, in your case, I would cut off the sentence from here. I love to buy shoes from the same brand. Stop there. And Nike is my favorite brand. Because when you say from the same brand, it seems like one brand. And you just mentioned that one brand, Nike is my favorite brand, or my favorite brand is Nike. Terrence, it depends on the situation. Last time I bought new shoes was 6 months ago. And yes, I always buy shoes from the same brand. I got 3 pairs of shoes made by ABC. It's from ABC, not made by. Just say from ABC. I got 3 pairs of shoes from ABC because not it is. It's they are very comfortable. Now, this is the reason I think why TOEIC speaking ETS is obsessed with shoes because they want to know if you could tell whether they should be put in plural or not. Shoes in most cases, in normal cases, there's got to be the left shoe and the right shoe. So we always buy a pair of shoes, right? So shoes or some objects like chopsticks or pants or glasses, they always exist in plural, right? So you have to say they are comfortable, even though you're talking about only one pair of shoes, okay? I think this is the reason why ETS is obsessed with shoes. So tell them that they should be put in plural. Okay, your answer could be a little short. If you guys ask me, I would say you would have to put in like 3 or maybe 4 sentences per answer for 15 seconds. 4 sentences, at least 3. Okay, I like to buy shoes from the same brand because I don't have to worry about the size. I don't have to worry about the size. Haha, nah. I buy new shoes every 2 years, and I prefer to buy shoes from the same brand because my past experience with their shoes give me expectation of having a similar experience with the new shoes. Okay. All right. Now you're being giving too much information or too much explanation. So I would say I choose the same brand because once I like their design and comfort, I just stick with them. I just go with them. Stick to them or stick with them or go with them. Most of you say you guys like the same brand. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, AT. The quality of shoes would be more steady. Okay, good. I can rely on the quality is another way to say it. Okay, so the second one, what makes you buy a new pair of shoes? Now, this is a tricky one. Why would you buy a new pair of shoes? Now, why? Because when I used to be younger, when I was like shoe freak, I would buy new shoes just for no reasons. I would buy a new pair of shoes because I was stressed out. I would buy a new pair of shoes because I saw a new pair of shoes on the magazine. I would buy a new pair of shoes because I saw a celebrity wearing very pretty shoes. So I would buy a new pair of shoes for no reason. But now I buy new shoes because like I have to, because I have to. Because like some are just out of fashion and some are really dirty actually. Like my sneakers, one from Adidas, they're really dirty, and some they may maybe worn out, like they're old. They don't have holes, but they're worn out, I can tell. So I would buy a new pair of shoes for those reasons. Let's see what your reasons are. Tadashi, I'm sounding like a boring person. They're not gonna judge you whether you're boring or not. Don't worry. And Terrence, well, I'm not a shoe lover, so there's only one reason I would buy new shoes. If my shoes were broken, are worn out, if my shoes are worn out and no longer can wear them, then I will buy a pair of new shoes. I would buy, not will buy, because you're supposing what you would do, right? And Thao Guyuan, well, I often buy new shoes 2 times per month. Oh, this is, I want to collect shoes, or I like to collect shoes. In case of collecting shoes, I would say I like to collect shoes. Okay? And well, normally my decision to buy a new pair of shoes often depends on the durability of my current shoes. Yeah, durability is also an important part because I often buy new shoes when my current shoes are older and cannot be worn. Okay. If they are worn out. Huang Fan, that's the way you could say it. If they are worn out. If they are worn out, I would buy new shoes because I wore them too much, so they're worn out. They're too old. And size is very important thing to buy a new pair of shoes. Okay, size. All right. But you know what? You have to consider the question. What makes you buy a new pair of shoes? Meaning, what would be the reason to buy a new pair of shoes? Like one day you wake up and you feel like buying shoes. That's not the case most of the times, right? Now, there's got to be a reason. Like I said, whether it's out of fashion, it's out of trend, it's not trendy enough, it's not fashionable, it's too old design wise, or maybe they're worn out. They are worn out. Or in case like this, if if I don't have shoes for that's good for the occasion. Yeah, I had this one student. He had an interview all of a sudden and he had to wear suit, but he didn't have dress shoes. You know, guys, the ones that you wear on you with your suit, it's called dress shoes. He didn't have dress shoes, so he had to buy dress shoes for his interview. So that kind of reason. There's got to be a reason. Cupcake. I think I need to buy a new one when I'm about to attend a party. Yes, that's a good reason. Or a special occasion. Not unspecial occasion, but a special occasion. Or simply because the shoes look nice and really go well with my outfit. Love the expression go well with. Go well with my outfit. Go well with my dress. Go well with the suit. Go well with something. Okay? All right, so my reason here would be I sometimes buy new shoes because my shoes are too old and they're not trendy enough. So maybe once or twice a year, I would buy new shoes, and normally I would like to buy trendy ones so they would go well with my new outfit. Okay, go well with something. Go well with new outfits. In Korean, I would say 잘 어울리다. 잘 어울리다. Yeah, but I don't know how to say it in other languages, but it means like the shoes go well with, the outfit. Don't say go along with, go well with is the right expression. Thank you, Cupcake. All right, the last question. What is the most important thing that you would consider when buying new shoes? Comfort, durability, and appearance. Those are the 3 factors that you got to choose from. You got to choose only one. One out of these 3. Comfort. Of course they're important, right? Durability. Of course they're important. And appearance, this is the design part, okay? If you don't like the design, it means you don't like the appearance of the shoes. So what are you going to choose? AT, actually, I wouldn't buy new shoes until my old ones are worn out. Oh, good. Yeah, are worn out is how you would say it. However, if my current shoes couldn't protect my heels well enough, I would probably shop for new ones. AT, I really like your answer. Sounds very professional, actually. It sounds like a teacher would say an answer like this. Very well made. So guys, what is your choice? Comfort, durability or appearance? Well, I think it depends on the situation for me. I mean, if I am, buying shoes for my everyday, outfit or some, yeah, everyday outfit, I think appearance would be important. I wouldn't consider durability because I don't like run around or walk around all the time. I stay in the office. I am sitting like at the desk, so I wouldn't care much about the durability. That's why I wear lots of heels. But comfort is important when I try, when I buy my squash shoes, my indoor shoes. Yeah, I play squash. I know many of you know about this, but whenever I play squash, my feet hurt like crazy. Like I feel like if I, have became a ballerina, my feet would hurt like that. It's that painful every time I play squash. So I always look for more comfortable shoes, but I couldn't find one yet. So yeah, for me, when I find indoor shoes for squash, I think comfort is the most important thing. Durability also could play a part because like when you play squash, you sort of use like you're wearing shoes really toughly, like roughly. So I have to change my squash shoes every like 6 months or so. But appearance doesn't matter. I think like squash indoor shoes are the ugliest shoes that I have. But for like fashion wise, if you're like looking for shoes for your dress or like I said for your suit, I guess appearance, the design would be very important. Okay, cupcake again. I definitely value comfort over anything. Wow, you really know how to start your answer. I mean, I do a lot of walking and wearing shoes that are too snug would blister my feet, are too snuggly. Okay, snuggly. Okay, snug. So often wear really comfy shoes, like sneakers, for example. Good. Comfy is a short word for comfortable. And well, I would say comfort is the most important thing that I would consider when buying new shoes because I'm in college. Terrence, now when you start that like the first sentence that long, when you copy the question, that long part of the question, sometimes you don't have enough time to end your answer at the end. So I would say it in a short way. I would say comfort is the most important thing and stop saying too much from the question, okay? I'm in college, so I need to commute to my school by no, but not by walking, on foot every day. And also join the badminton club. So if my shoes make me feel uncomfortable, I would never wear them. I would never wear them. Now you gotta put the original form of the verb. I would never wear them. Also, the uncomfortable shoes could make me, not shoes, it could, just could make me. So I see a lot of grammatical mistakes here. Hurt my ankle, sprain my ankle when doing some exercise, and that is a serious problem, right? Huang Fan, the most important thing that I would consider when buying new shoes is durability. Again, Huang, don't try to copy such a long part from the question. Just say durability is the most important thing. Make it short, okay? 메롱메롱나님, I consider comfort. See, I like how this person is saying it very short and clear. I would consider comfort. I would consider, but it's got to be I would consider. First of all, pretty shoes are only pretty. Pretty shoes are only pretty is what you want to say. Okay, 메롱메롱나님, I think there are some mistakes, a lot of mistakes there. Yeah. They're not comfortable, they're only pretty, and I like to exercise. That's why I like comfortable shoes, is I think what you're trying to say. Thou, Gwen, and Gwen, I buy shoes. I think comfort is the most important, is very important, because I usually jog, not jogging, or physical health training. 석진님, I think comfort is the most important thing. There are some reasons that support my opinion. First of all, comfortable shoes. The adjective form would be comfortable shoes. Okay? Now, First of all, I can concentrate on my work or on my day when I wear comfortable shoes. I think Seokjin, that's what you're trying to say. Another reason is that I really enjoy going hiking when I have a day off. When I have a day off, when you take a day off from work, right? When I have a day off. Okay. Oh, Uniqlo, you can't say saving money because that's not one of the options. But oh yeah, you're explaining it. I can afford to consider comfort or the appearance. Or so the durability is the most important for me because I want to save money, right? You want to wear a pair of shoes for a long time. Got it. Okay, now when it comes to part 3, the questions would be 5, 6, and 7, right? And for question 5 and 6, I see you guys know how to make those short sentences and, sort of form your answers by using those sentences, 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. But when it comes to the last question, it seems like you get so enthusiastic to say what you have to say or what you want to say. And you sort of make grammatical mistakes because you're in the process of translating your language into English. I can tell because your English doesn't sound like English right now, guys. So you got to stick with English expressions, okay? English, if you start with I, it, or they, or there are less chances to make mistakes, okay? Don't make long subjects. Don't use long subjects. Just say I like comfortable shoes because I play sports. I go hiking. I love comfortable shoes and they are very helpful for me and there are many comfortable shoes in my closet. So try to stick with those words. Just start the sentences with I or it, or if in case of plural, they, and then there, okay? Then you would be able to make much English-like sentences. Okay, so this is my answer. I think the most important thing is the comfort. Okay, so when I used to be younger, I used to think about the appearance and design a lot, but nowadays, I'm older now. I like to be comfortable, so I normally buy comfortable shoes. So I don't like to wear heels anymore. I like to wear sneakers. So I go to Adidas or maybe Nike if I need new shoes. And by the way, sneakers are in trend these days, so I love to buy comfortable sneakers nowadays. That's my number one consideration. I wanted to say that too. Okay, so that was my answer. Now, I'm going to tell you a trick. When it comes to talking, when you want to be a good speaker, you got to provide lots of information. And for the listeners to feel that like you've given some information about a topic, try to give out lots of number information. Like I buy shoes 3 times a year, 4 times a year, those kind of number information. And also to use lots of nouns related to the topic that you're talking about. Like I mentioned about heels, high heels, or sneakers, or Adidas, or Nike. Those are some of the nouns that I mentioned that relates to the topic shoes, that relate to the topic shoes, right? And then lastly, I sort of like, give out and order the information. Like what I'm talking about is, I didn't use it here, but if I am to talk about like the brand of the shoe brands that I like, I would say I like, sports brands such as Nike, Adidas, or New Balance. And I would go to those stores to buy shoes and I would sort of like order the words, like, use like several words and give out several different kinds of information. And that's how you provide more information about a topic or for the question asked. Yeah, that is a trick of becoming a better speaker. Just keep that in mind. Okay, now I'm going to cover up my face. Let me slide to the side so you won't miss me too much. Okay, so this is a chart. There was a small happening here. Now, initially, the test was uploaded sometime yesterday. And when it was uploaded, at first, it didn't have that, like, that little line that crosses out one of the, movies. So we had to re-upload the test again. after fixing it. Okay, so guys, study the chart. And I'm going to read some of your answers, some more of your answers. I would definitely consider the appearance of shoes the most. This is because a pair of good-looking shoes will catch people's eyes and leave a good impression of me to them. Wow, that is so true. Furthermore, this will lead to more confidence for me. Okay. Now, AT seems like a very good English speaker. But in case if you would like to talk about something similar to what AT is just saying, then I would say, I can catch other people's eyes. I can catch other people's eyes, and I can leave a good impression, and I will become more confident. Okay? So if you have a trouble starting your answers or starting a sentence, start with I, and it always works. So this is Oxford Summer Movie Festival. Yeah, this is the thing. This is a chart that everybody was going crazy about. It's the Oxford Summer Movie Festival, and it's going to be held at Oxford Community Center, right? And on the bottom, you may see free admission for all the residents of Oxford. So this whole thing is free. You can go anytime on any day as long as you're the residents. I'm pretty sure they're not going to even check. It's going to be free. All right. Excuse me, are you in your 20s? No, I'm not. Okay. All right. And you see here dates, Monday, May 1st, Tuesday, May 2nd. And by the way, open-ended, you made my day because I was like talking about how old I'm getting. And, you're asking me if I'm in my 20s. You have just made my day. Thank you. Okay. And in the middle, you may see the title of the movies. The movies are Oakwood Village. Who shot the horses? I mean, who shot the horses? Who was it? Who was the person? Dolphin Rider, One Summer Day, The Killer's Notebook, The Adventure of Will, and Runaway Spy. Those are the title. Okay? Genre is what kind of movie it is. Genre. But you don't have to even mention the word genre. You just say it's a drama. It's a drama movie. It's a comedy movie. It's an animation movie. It's a thriller. It's a thriller movie. It's an action movie. It's a children's movie. It's a comedy movie. Or you can just say it's a comedy. The director? Ivan Adler, Ben Peterson, Amy Cameron, John Fisher, Richard Ford, Ash Scott, and Young Kim are the directors. Okay? All right, so guys, here goes the first question. So this person says, hi, I'm Lisa, and I would like to go see a movie, and could you please check some details for me? Question 8. When is the first day of the movie festival, and what time will be what movie will be shown on the first day? When is the first day of the movie festival, and what movie will be shown on the first day? And there is a big, thing about listening to the question carefully. What movie will be shown on the first day? That's one big clue there. It's a clue. What movie will be shown on the first day? A big clue. When is the first day of the movie festival, and what movie will be shown on the first day? Waiting for your answers, guys. When is the first day of the movie festival, and what movie will be shown on the first day? Terrence, excuse me, Gwen, I got a question. If I finish the question, but I still have some time, so I need to say some details or not important things, but it could over time. Is it okay? Or will, you know what? As long as you have already provided the answer to the question that's being asked, it's fine to talk on and on and on until you get cut off. It doesn't matter. I do it all the time. I give like necessary information regarding the questions asked, and then afterwards, I just keep talking. I just disregard the time. I just keep talking. Yeah. It's better to be chatty than to be silent. Okay, guys, the question again is, when is the first day of the movie festival and what movie will be shown on the first day? That is the first question. The movie title is Oakwood Village. Okay, so open ending said the movie title is. Okay. Thank you for your interest in our event. Wong, okay. The first day of the movie festival will be held on May 1st at 7 p.m. and the movie Oakwood Village will be shown on the first day. Oh, okay. So let's work with Huang's answer. Now, Huang, when you said thank you for your interest in our event, that sounded very friendly. Yeah, I would do that too. And the first, but guys, if you want to say something like that, thank you for your interest in our event, you got to be correct, okay? You don't say it if you can't say it like correctly. And the first day of the movie festival will be on May 1st. The first day of the movie will be, you don't have to say will be, but you can just say is May 1st, will be May 1st. Okay, you leave out the preposition on. The first day of the movie will be May 1st because normally when you want to use the preposition on, there's got to be a verb. And in this case, it's not, a be verb is not the case. So if you're using with some other verbs, like the first movie will be shown on Monday, blah, 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 or the first movie will be played on Monday, blah, 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 then you would use the preposition on. But with the be verb, you just say the first day of the movie festival will be May 1st. And the first movie will start at 7 p.m. And I like the way you said the movie Oakwood Village will be shown. Yeah, that was a big clue, right? Will be shown on the first day. The first day of the movie, Seokjin, movie festival is May 1st. And yeah, Seokjin, you got it right. The first day of the movie festival is May 1st and the movie Oakwood Village will be shown. Wow, Seokjin, you got it right. Haejang, Oakwood Village is the first movie of the festival, and it is going to be on, or it is going to be shown. The verb is shown. It's going to be shown, or it's going to be played on May 1st. Now, it's got to be Monday, May 1st. Okay, not May 1st, Monday, but Monday, May 1st. That's the order. Chuan Le Trin, on Monday, May 1st, there will be the first day of movie. Okay, Sean, it's got to be Monday, May 1st will be the first day of the movie. No preposition on, no on. The title is Oakwood Village. Made by, okay, I buy that, but you could also say directed by, right? Because he's a director, so you should say directed by. That's a better way of saying that. Directed by, or you could also say made by. So guys, forget about the preposition on in this case. The first day of the movie festival is Monday, May 1st, okay? The first day is Monday, May 1st without the preposition on. Okay, you got to lose that on. Terrence, get that on. The Terrence got it right. The movie shown on the first day is called, but it's got to be ed. Okay? Is called Oakwood Village. The genre is drama. You can say it's a drama. It's a drama. Kayla Rodriguez, 언니. Hello. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm 언니. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so Hannah, the first day of the movie festival will be, get the preposition at lost. You got to get that out. No at, no on. Just will be Monday, May 1st. And the movie Oakwood Village, directed, ed with an ed, directed by Ivan Adler, will be shown as the opening this year, as the opening movie. So Tadashi, let me see. The first day of the festival is May 1st. From 7 p.m., you can enjoy Oakwood Village, directed by Ivan Adler, which is a drama movie. Good. You can simply say it's a drama, or you can say it's a drama movie. I missed you, Kayla. Thank you for joining the show. I know it's a lot of words, right? It's a lot of words. Part 4 has got a lot of words. Now, number 9, guys, listen. I'm a huge fan of the director Richard Ford. I heard that you'll be playing his movie on the 5th of May. Is that right? I'm a huge fan of the director Richard Ford, and I heard that you'll be playing his movie on the 5th of May. Is that right? Is that right? Oh, by the way, Tadashi, now this is an event that will be held only for like on May 1st, it's only like one-time event, and on the May 2nd, it's only the one-time event. So it's better to put it in, future tense. The first day of the movie festival will be May 1st. But of course, even if you use the present tense, it's fine because it's general information that's given, which will not be changed. So, but it's more likely to be future tense. If it happens many times, then you would definitely use the present tense. Yeah, you're literally saying onion and onion over and over again because you really missed me. Yeah, you haven't been on the show for like 2, 3 months, right? Okay, guys, again, the second question. I'm a huge fan of the director Richard Ford, and I heard that you'll be playing his movie on the 5th of May. Is that right? On the 5th of May. Is that right, guys? Okay, right before the show, one of my students took the test, and I told her something about this. You shouldn't go directly into the canceled information, but you should talk about like what was there existing before it was being canceled. Okay, so Kyla or Kayla, how come you weren't here for a long time? Busy? Oh, you know what? Recently, I've been getting a lot of like students who are nurses in Korea and they would wish to apply for nursing jobs in America, in the States. And they say that, in New York, you can substitute your English, whatever test scores. Instead of like, giving them your IELTS speaking scores, you can, submit your TOEIC speaking score, like TOEIC scores, the RC, LC, the speaking and writing. And of course, TOEIC overall is much easier than IELTS. So a lot of people, a lot of my students have been taking TOEIC instead of IELTS. AT, I'm sorry to inform you that the movie directed by Richard Ford has been canceled. Okay, AT, your answer is perfectly fine. Good. Seokjin, I'm sorry. Actually, the movie The Killer's Notebook, which director is Richard Ford, has been canceled. Now, Seokjin, your answer is right, but when you say the director, the word director has to have the, because it is the director of the movie Killer's Notebook, right? So I'm sorry, actually, the movie The Killer's Note, which the director is Richard Ford, has been canceled. No, actually not. The Killer's Notebook has been canceled. Okay. Oh, you're having like a transition. Okay. Changing jobs or something or position? Okay. I'm not seeing any answers that satisfy me yet. So, oh, Terrence, sorry, maybe you got the wrong information. The movie called The Killer's Notebook, directed by Richard Ford. Now, let's get rid of the word that movie because you already mentioned that movie, right? Just go directly. Richard Ford has been canceled. Has been canceled. The movie has been canceled, okay? It sounds very redundant when you say that movie again. And Terrence, you are saying a little too much now. You don't have to like, say the same thing over and over again. It's sort of like paraphrasing the same thing, but I think you're giving a little too much now. I think the first part of your answer would be just good enough. Swan Trin. Originally, there was The Killer's Notebook directly by Richard Ford on the Friday, May 5th. It's always got to be Friday and then the date, May 5th. But that movie has been canceled. I am so proud. All of my listeners are saying has been canceled instead of saying is canceled. Yippee! Good job. Okay, and the movie directed by Richard Ford is originally scheduled on Friday, May 5th, but I'm sorry to inform you that it has been canceled. Okay, guys, I want to add one thing here. You heard of the expression be supposed to, right? Be supposed, supposed, and then to, be supposed to. So if I were to give an answer for this question, I would say the movie The Killer's Notebook was supposed to be shown on May 5th, but it has been canceled. Again, the movie The Killer's Notebook was supposed to be shown on Friday, May 5th, but it has been canceled. Okay? So I would use the expression be supposed to. That's the exact expression that you can use in order to mention something that used to be there, but not anymore. The movie titled The Killer's Notebook was supposed to be shown or was supposed to be played, but it has been canceled. Please keep that in mind. Okay? So Kayla, it's a program where kids with disability go after high school and it's teaching you about the adult life. Oh, you're doing such a wonderful job. You're such an angel. Yeah, there are a lot of disabled kids everywhere around the world. I've heard some stories about, such kids recently. It's really hard to have them put in the same, schools as just normal kids because they would also complain that they can't get have a good environment to study. Okay, well, that's very nice to hear. You're doing something very hard that most of us couldn't do. All right. That's why I can never complain about my job. I'm teaching some people who already know English. I'm just fixing their errors. And you guys are getting better and better day by day. So my job is getting easier and easier. Okay. Lastly, I like comedy movies. Could you please tell me all the details of the comedy movies that I can enjoy at the festival? Because I like comedy movies. I love comedy movies. Such an easy question, such an easy peasy question, right? I love comedy movies. So apparently there are two, and you don't even have to check to say there are two. Okay, and one thing before you guys get to it, just guys, don't say there are two comedy movies which are being shown at the festival. That's too long. Just say there are two. Just say there are two, and that's it. You don't have to go too long with your first sentence, okay? All right, Kyla, have a good day, and I'll talk to you later, maybe next month again, right? Oh, before Kyla goes, I'm going to tell her when I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on I think 26th, the last Friday. Okay? Till then, bye-bye, Kyla. Okay. Again, the last question is, I like comedy movies, and could you please tell me all the details of the comedy movies that I can enjoy at the festival? That's the question. And I was saying, don't say too much about within your first sentence. Don't say there are two comedy movies which are being played at the Oxford Summer Movie Festival, and some people go on and on and on with their first sentence. I always tell you guys, just say there are two. That's good enough. There are two. Stop there and get on with the next part of your answer. Okay? There are two. There are two. There are two. No more. There are two. Stop there. Stop there. Because there's too much to say. There are so many things that you have to mention in your answer. Why waste your time on something unnecessary? Just say there are two and just talk about everything that you have to say. And I know you guys are having a tough time working with your thumbs right now or with your fingers. So I'm going to wait very patiently. But again, the last question is, I like comedy movies, and could you please tell me all the details of the comedy movies that I can enjoy at the festival? Because I like comedy movies. I like comedy movies. I like comedy movies. Oh, by the way, towards the end of part 4, which is coming up, I'm going to upload a link, the email address in our chat room. And once you see that chat room the email address in our chat room, please send your email address to that email address. And we're going to send you an invite to the secret room where you can get my live feedback. Okay. So guys, if you are interested in first, getting my live feedback, and 2, okay, 2, be on the show, okay, then please send an email to that email address. And our team is saying that there could be too many people who want to participate. So if you do not get the invite, still, don't be too sad. We're going to try to get everybody on the show. It's what he was typing in. I'm looking forward to your answers. Okay, Tay. I told you don't make it too long. Just say there are 2. And you even left out the be verb. It's there are 2. There are 2. Just don't say keep that in your mind. Just there are 2. That's it. Okay. 3 Yuan and Gwen, there are 2 movies. All right, I'll accept that. There are 2 movies. The first movie, titled, don't say name, just say titled, because that's the title of the movie, right? The first movie is titled Who Shot the Horse? It will start, not it will be start, just it will start at 7 p.m. on Monday, May 1st. The second one is titled. The second one is titled Runaway Spy. It will start at 2 p.m. on Sunday, May 7th. Okay, and Swan Litrin, there are 2. Firstly, on Tuesday, May 2nd, there will be a movie directed by Ben Peterson. The title is Who Shot the Horses? And okay, I have to move on to Terrence's answer. There are 2 comedy movies. The first movie, no, Terrence, the first movie is your subject. Get rid of the word it. You're being very redundant here. The first movie will be shown. Be past participle will be shown on the second day of the festival. The title is Who Shot the Horses. It will start at 7 p.m. Now, Terrence, I think we need to work on your grammar. So let me look at some of the other answers. There are 2. Keep that in your mind. Do you have any question? Tay, I told you. Don't make me shout or scream. You're being too much. Just say there are 2. Just stop there, please. There are 2. 혜정님, there are 2. First, Who Shot the Horses on Tuesday, May 2nd, directed by Ben Peterson. Now, you don't have a subject. The first movie is titled Who Shot the Horses. 조혜정님, you do not have 주어, the subject. Okay? There's nobody who's getting the right answer. Let's see. Huang Fan, there are 2. The first is titled. Titled Who Shot the Horses, directed by Ben Peterson. It will be shown. And the second is titled Runaway Spy, directed by. Now, Huang Fan's answer is the closest one here. 메롱메롱 나. Okay, firstly, the title is, okay, 메롱메롱 나, no. The title is no. You don't go that way in English. Okay. 석진, there will be a comedy movie titled Who Shot the Horses? No, I don't see the right answer here. Dang Kwang Na, I hope you spend your time to watch both of them. Okay, well, You didn't give me the information. Okay, AT, there are two. The first one is titled Who Shot the Horses and directed by Ben Peterson. It will start at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, May 2nd. The second one is titled Runaway Spy and directed by Young Kim. It will start at 2 p.m. on Sunday, May 7th. Oh, okay, Hara Shen, they want the email address. Guys, they want the email address. They're asking for the email address. Yeah, we're going to upload the email address soon. Okay, so guys, as far as I can tell, the answer of A.T.AT is the best version that I see here in our chat room right now. Guys, the one that AT is sharing right now in the chat room, there are two. The first one is titled Who Shot the Horses? And you can get rid of and actually. Horses, directed by Ben Peterson. The second one is titled Runaway Bride, directed by Young Kim. It will start, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Tay, I know you were being just, funny. Hannah, I've got a good news for you. We got 2 comedies this year. Okay, I thought you were really sharing your news. They are Who Shot the Horses at not at the second day, on the second day, 7 p.m. Okay, Hannah, take a look at the answer of AT. AT said there are 2. The first one is titled Who Shot the Horses and directed by Ben Peterson. And it will start at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, May 2nd. And the second one is titled Runaway Spy and directed by Young Kim. And AT, by the way, you can get rid of the end, okay? Tadashi, here you go. There are 2. First, on May 2nd, from 7 p.m., you can enjoy Who Shot the Horses, directed by Ben Peterson. And on 7 p.m., Runaway Spy, directed by Young Kim, will be shown. Okay, I think it's better to say you can enjoy the movie titled Who Shot the Horses. Of course, it's not wrong to say you can enjoy blah, 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 the movie title right away. But it's better to say you can enjoy the movie titled. That's like the official way of giving this kind of information. Okay? Wow, we've got a lot of people waiting. Okay. Okay, so guys, for those of you who are getting confused, let me share my answer. I'm going to type it in the chat room, okay? So I would say, hold on, it's going to take a while. There are 2. I'm not going to say more than just there are 2. First, on, and I'm not going to go around it. I'm just going to start from the beginning. On the, where is it? On May 2nd at 7 p.m., you can watch a movie titled Who Shot the Horses, directed by Ben Peterson. Next, on May 7th, on Sunday, I want to put Sunday there. May 7th at 2 p.m., you can watch a movie. Oh, I'm going to change the subject. We will play a movie titled, what is it? Run Boy Spy, directed by Young Kim. Okay. Now this is, you can tell everybody in the world, this is what Gwen said about the answers to these questions, or this question at least, okay? So you can watch a movie titled blah, 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 or we will play a movie, or we will show a movie. Okay? Okay? All clear? Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next part. Okay. Next part. It's the last part, the last question. Oops, I almost dropped my phone. The last question is, out of lawyers and teachers, which one has more impact on our society? Good. Good thing it's clear. I was being very impatient. I was becoming very frustrated that everybody's getting wrong answers. So that's why I had to type it in myself. So it's very clear, right, guys? No discussions, just as it is. It is what it is. Okay, the last question is this. Out of lawyers and teachers, which one has more impact on our society? Choose one and give specific reasons and details to support your opinion. Out of lawyers and teachers. And of course, many of my students chose teachers because they wanted to talk about their childhood teacher named Tom, right? Now, I give you this like a scenario, a story of being a child who is very shy, weak, alone, sort of bullied by other kids, and don't have many friends. So one day you go up to your teacher named Tom, and he gives you this advice, and you follow his advice, and you join this club, and you get to make friends. You get to learn, outdoor activities like playing soccer or baseball. And, that's how you made new friends in your middle school or high school or whatever. And that's how the teacher changed your life. Tom, the teacher. So I think the easiest way of making your answer for this one is by mentioning Tom, the teacher that you met when you were young. But lawyers, I think it's really hard to mention something about lawyer. Oh, 우영우. Yeah, that one you can mention. Yeah, but actually she was a genius. She was an odd person who was genius, who was really smart. Yeah, I watched the whole series of the movie, each and every episode. I really liked it. And I really liked how she was like being really like portraying the those kids who are autistic. But some of those autistic kids are very like, smart in a way. But I think it's going to be really hard to talk about lawyers. Oh, 조혜정님, thank you for $2.5. 3,000원. Thank you. Okay. So again, right before the show, my student submitted an answer of her version, and she also said the same thing. So when she was in elementary school, she was very shy, weak, whatever, la 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 la, blah blah blah, and she just happened to have met this wonderful teacher named Tom. He listened to your hardships. Oh yeah. Did you see the news today, guys? Like the AI passed the bar exam and some other tests, but the AI wasn't, good for the accounting. So maybe accounting jobs will exist. But yeah, attorneys might lose their jobs because AI passed the bar exam. They can memorize things better than us. Many email address. So we're almost coming to an end. Earlier when I was setting my hair, I spread hairspray into my ear and it's sticky. It's sticky here in my ear. It's sticky. Okay. So I see some familiar names and I see some new names. My team is having a hard time typing in the name and the email address, actually. Okay, so once you guys are done with the last question, answer for the last question, I'm going to be talking to you one by one. I know you guys are typing, so I'm going to wait patiently. I've given out all my clues on what to say for this question. So I've got nothing more to say actually. I've been teaching this thing, this scenario for this type of question so many times. Gosh, it's sticky. It's sticky. I can hear my hairspray. It's sticky. All right. Is it that you guys lost, like you guys don't know what to say, or is it that you guys are typing right now? I think it's the latter, right? You guys are typing in your answers. Now I can hear, so I can tell that I should be speaking, being too loud. Is it that you guys are just waiting for that one person to write the answer because it's just too many words to type in? Okay, well, I don't want to spoil it. I mean, if I start my answer, it's going to finish in 1 minute. It's difficult? Tay, are you actually saying that it's difficult? Really? Hmm. Oh, is that why you guys are quiet? All right, then let me share my answer with you. Okay. Oh, and by the way, out of lawyers and teachers, that phrase, the meaning means among the two things. So you have two options here. Lawyers, teachers, you got to choose one out of these two. You got to choose either lawyers or teachers. Okay. So my choice would be teachers. Okay, now you have the list of names that would be getting feedback from me. Who would be getting feedback from me would be Tay, Sean, Teji, Hannah, Ellen, Jody, and Sushi. Okay? So, among these two, lawyers and teachers, which one has more impact on our society? So choose just one and give specific reasons and details to support your opinion. So here goes my answer. Well, I think teachers have more impact on our society. There are several reasons to support my opinion, and most of all, I think they're very helpful for people when they grow up. For example, when I was young in elementary school, I was really weak and shy. And at first, I wasn't so talkative and outgoing, so I didn't know how to talk to other kids, and I didn't have many friends. So I was sort of a loner, and I really didn't want to go to school that much. And one day I talked to my homeroom teacher named Tom, and he knew about my situation. And, he gave me lots of tips and advice, and he told me to join a soccer club that he's like leading. So I joined the soccer club, and he helped me learn how to play soccer, and he sort of helped me get along with the kids, and I learned how to talk to other people and support them and make new friends. So as a result, my teacher changed my life. So that's why I think so. Yeah, my teacher changed my life. So it was a great impact on my society. I talked about my teacher, Tom. Yeah, and if you have been watching lots of videos of me explaining questions like this, I mean, this scenario would be very familiar to you guys. Yeah. And at first, when I heard the word lawyer, I was like, oh my gosh, TOEIC speaking is getting harder and harder. But when I, heard the other option teachers, I, realized that it's basically the same thing. Okay. Trend says, in my opinion, teachers have more impact on our society. There is a number of reasons why I think so. And we once were children at a time. We went to schools every day. We met our teachers, and they. Mm, okay, Trend, you're making it sound general, but I want you to make it specifically about your own experience. It would be easier to talk about. Open ending. Thank you for your result. Thank you for your score. Level 8. Katie, I would say lawyers have more impact. And I think lawyers are likely to be familiar with politicians. Okay, this is because when politicians are accused of or sued for some certain crime, they will go for a lawyer. And accordingly, lawyers would have some sort of impact on policies towards our society, and that's why I think so. Okay, well, first of all, AT, good answer. You wrote something very logical, but the thing is, you won't be able to fulfill 1 minute in this direction. Yeah, so I would say to go, like, provide an example of what you are saying. Like in Korea recently, there was an incident how like this one politician, not him, but his son got into this, a company named Hwachondae or whatever the name of the company was. And he only went to this company. He worked at this company for only 1 year. And only after 1 year, his retirement like allowance was like $1 million. Like, no, $5 million. And people went crazy about it. Like people are like, what kind of a normal person works for a job in his 20s and get like $50 million as a retirement fund, right? So this, the politician guy, was sued, and his attorney did a very good job. His lawyer did a very good job, and he was excused. He wasn't found guilty. So the lawyer didn't have any impact on our society, is what I would say. So I think you need to give some kind of example to make it 1 minute long, like what I've just done. Trend taught us many things about the world around us. When I was in high school, my teacher, he was the most admirable teacher in my life. He's taught me how to share, how to love, how to interact. And I think that teachers have. Trent, I like your answer. Sounds very personal, it has lots of information and lots of words like admirable and how to share, how to love, how to interact, those kind of details. And Huang Fen, personally, I think the teachers have more impact on our society than lawyers. Firstly, teachers take responsibilities to teach. They help to build up the knowledge and the morality. Second, teachers are often considered as a model for people to follow, so they have more impact on behavior, attitude. For example, when a teacher teaches their student to do the right thing, it will help decrease the percentage of crime in the society. Okay, Huang Fan, your answer is definitely right. The thing is, would you be able to come up with this kind of answer within 45 seconds? Because your preparation time is not 3, 4, 5 minutes, but 45 seconds. That's a problem. Yeah. So you got to figure out a way to like sort of play around with your answer using similar examples. And that's how I teach you guys. That's the way that I approach for TOEIC speaking, because it's about like how well you can speak and deliver your words, not about how good the content is, right? So Huang Fan is saying something remarkable. He or she is saying something that, we all are thinking that she's or he has put them into words. So it's great. It's wonderful. I mean, like this person has done a better job than my, Tom version of the answer. But the thing is, you guys only have 45 seconds. You guys only got 45 seconds to come up with an answer. And I don't think this kind of answer would be easy to make within 45 seconds. Okay? So that's why I always, tell you guys to work with Tom. Give an example of your childhood of, with your teacher Tom. Okay, so that was my last word about the last question. Now, we're going to go with Tay. So Tay, we sent you an invitation to your email. No, it's not Tay. Oh, okay. So first, we got to switch up the screen. We're going to switch the screen. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be here, but I'm not going to be here. I'm going to disappear from the screen, but I'm still here. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep talking so you guys would realize that I'm still here. So I am still here, but guys, we're like sort of like switching the whole system to a different kind of system. So you guys can also be on the show. So don't worry, I'm still here. And hey, we've sent you an invitation. No, not yet. Sorry. We will. We will in a few seconds. We will send you an invitation to this room, to the secret room. But remember, you're the first person to enter the room. Yes. And once you enter, Guys, I'm going to have you guys choose the question that you want to talk about. I'm not going to go random because, this is live and you guys could feel a little bit nervous. And I just want you to be prepared for like when you are going to talk in English. So after a short interview about who you are, where you're coming from, I'm going to give you a chance to choose the question that you would like to answer. And I would, answer and listen to your answers and give you feedback. Okay? So voila, I'm back. I'm on the screen. I'm not here yet. Not here. Sorry. Okay. So I'm here now. Okay. All right. So not yet. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. We're still having that participate live feedback slide there. Okay. So the room has been opened. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I'm here, right? So room is open. We're sending an invitation to Tay, and Tay is Bunny 1976. I've been talking to Tay several times. I've talked to Tay several times. And I'm going to have her choose the part. Waiting for the first person. Not here yet. Oh,
Hello.
hi, Tay.
Hi, sorry.
No, it's okay. Long time no see.
Ah,
Okay, Tay, if you don't
yeah.
mind, would you like to do describe the picture part two?
Okay. Describe picture. Okay.
Yes, okay. And I want you to be careful when you talk in English regarding
Yeah.
grammars, okay? Because you got to have the right grammars in order to get level 7. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, we're going to press the timer now, and once you see the time going down, start your
Yeah.
answer. Mm-hmm.
I can't see timer. Okay. This is a picture taking outdoors. There are four people in this picture. In the middle, there are mother and a son, looking at something. In the background, there is a father and a daughter chatting something. They are both of them wearing a helmet. It seems like enjoy their time.
Okay, so Tay, when you
Yeah.
were saying your answers, well, first of all,
Okay.
uh, in the foreground of the picture or on in the middle of the picture, you have to end that expression by saying in the middle of the picture, okay?
No.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you sort of left out the be verb. You have to say they are sitting down. Don't say they sitting down or they are standing up. Sometimes you say they standing up. And both
Okay.
of them are wearing helmets. Don't say both of them wearing helmets. Okay? So you got to always add the be verb when you are saying present progressive. It's happening now,
Okay.
so we're using present progressive. So they
Okay.
are standing. Both of them are wearing helmets. Okay? And when you said sorry, in the middle, in the four uh, this 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 is a picture taken outdoors. The word outdoors, the
Yeah.
out ends with the T and door starts with the D, right? So you
Yeah.
don't have to say the T sound. You don't have to make the T sound. It's not out the doors, it's outdoors.
Outdoors.
Outdoors. Okay.
Outdoors.
It sounds smoother. Okay. You don't have to say
Ah.
out the
Okay.
doors, it's outdoors. Okay. So, first of all, work on your be verb plus ing form of using the right present progressive. And
Yeah.
when you're talking about the location, make sure to finish the whole expression by saying in the middle of the picture, in the foreground of the picture, on the right side of the picture, on the left side of the picture, in the background of the picture. Okay? Do not
Okay.
skip. Do not skip. And
Yeah.
they look like a family. It looks like they are having a good time. They are having a good time.
They are having good time.
Okay? All right.
Okay.
But I was able to tell your answer improved than last time.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, great job. I will see you again next time, okay?
Okay. See you.
Bye bye. Okay. And then the next person up would be Sean. Okay. So Sean, the email has been sent. You have received our invitation. So click the invitation and you'll be in the room. Wow, everything is going so smooth today. I'll have more people on the show. Isn't it crazy how like so many people can be on this live platform at the same time and then we can talk face to face? Sean, have you checked your invitation, your email? Click on it and you will enter the room. I wanted actually Sean to choose his part. That's why I'm still waiting for like which part to do. But if Sean, Sean, I used to have a crush on this guy named Sean. I think it was in my middle school or something. If Sean is not there, then it is our Taiji. Taiji, we sent you an invitation just now. Would you like to try this time? We sent you to your Gmail. Yeah, I think Sean has left. So yeah, I think we should move on to Taiji. Okay, Sean is not entering the room. We have sent an invitation to our next person on the list, which is Taiji. We still have Hannah, Helen, Jody, and Sushi on the list, so please wait. Don't leave the show. We're not done yet. I think the first person was so smooth. Oh, Teiji, you got the invitation. Please check your email, your Gmail address. Oh, so there is a 20-second difference, time difference. Okay, so I have to like keep talking for like almost like 20 to 30 seconds before you guys enter the room. That's the thing. Okay. I have a dream, something that I wish to do on my YouTube channel is to do like mukbang and like, talking, speaking English at the same time, like teaching speaking English at the same time, which seems a little impossible because, like when you're speaking, you got to open up your mouth a lot, got to move your mouth. And they say we've sent out the invitation, but you guys are not answering. Okay, you guys got to check your emails. Check the invitation note. Press the invitation to enter the room. So I've been suggesting my team here to like let me do the mukbang, but they say it's gonna be so gross. They're gonna be looking at your mouth, eating food, and then like talking in English at the same time. You're gonna be like spitting. I'm gonna be spitting on camera. So they have rejected my suggestion many times. Okay, next, we're going to go to the next person. I don't know what's happening here. Tay received the invitation and came. If Taiji, oh, what is it, Hana? Okay, good evening.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so which part would you like to try, Hana?
Picture number 2.
Picture number 2. Okay, so hold on a second. Here you go. So are you ready to start right away?
Okay.
Okay, well, before we start, when are you going to take your test?
You mean the place
No.
or the time?
No, when? When is
When?
your upcoming test?
June 11th.
Oh, June 11th. So you have some time to practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you some tips. So once you see the timer go down, start your answer, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I can see the freezer in the background and some fruit in boxes in the foreground. I think the picture was taken in the first section of the supermarket. There are two people in the picture. The man on the right side, wearing a green hoodie jacket, is holding some tomatoes in his hand and looking for more fruit. The woman on the left side, wearing a yellow shirt, is holding a bag in her hand and trying to put some scarlet in it.
Okay. All right. So Hannah, I think your approach by describing in the background was a little bit off. I think it was better to start with people first because that's where you
Okay.
get the score. Okay. That's where you get the most points. So always start off with, describing people in the picture and then go into whatever is in the foreground and whatever is in the background. That's got to be your order.
Okay.
Okay. But other than that, your intonation and pronunciation is great. You're coming from Taiwan, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think your Chinese speaking background is helping you a lot to speak English better than Koreans,
Oh.
than in Japanese people.
I didn't realize it.
Well, it's pretty good. So I think once you know how to put your answers in order, you're going to be able to get level 7 or higher.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, see you more often on the show.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. Now we have another person. It's Haran Zhen. Zhen? Are you there? Is it Sean? Sean, were you able to log on? Were you able to enter the room? We have you here, actually. It says Haran Zhen, but your microphone is off. That's why I think we can't hear you. Okay. If Haran cannot participate. Oh, hello?
Gwen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can't see your face, but I can definitely hear you.
Okay.
All right, so can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay. You can call me Sean, and I'm from China.
Oh, you're from China.
Yeah,
Which part of China are you from?
the city of Chongqing.
Oh, Chongqing. Okay. So which part are you interested in talking about today? Which one would you like to answer?
Maybe the part 1.
Part 1. Okay. So let's go to the first passage. And may I ask you why you are getting ready for TOEIC speaking test?
Yes, I really want to improve my language skill, and when I pass this examination, I can get promotion successfully. So I choose to get this exam.
Okay. You know what? By interviewing you and hearing your English, I think you can get level 7 or higher. So what is your goal?
Maybe around the 7.
Oh, okay. I think there should be no problem for you to get level 7. So let's hear your reading, okay? Once you're ready, please read the passage.
Okay. Thank you for tuning into the local traffic report on Channel 11. All northbound lanes on I-90 are being shut down due to a crash that took place near Northwest. I don't know how to say that.
Boulevard.
Yeah. If you are in the area, please make a detour by taking Gorga Street, Lennox Avenue, or Ingrate Road to avoid traffic.
Okay. Well done. All right. There isn't much time problem here for part 1, so there was no problem with that. But, whenever you face a word that you're not familiar with, you should try to read it. Like you stopped to read the word boulevard, right? But you should have tried reading it in English phonics. Okay? And you did a good job reading the words Googer Street, Lennox Avenue, and Ingrid Road. Just like that, you try to read any word that you're unfamiliar with.
Yeah. Thank you for advice.
Okay. And one more thing, Sean, I think when you should practice a little bit more on reading, and once you get used to more of reading English or talking English, after that, try to improve the speed. Because I think if you speed up a little bit, it could help you get higher score. But at this right at this moment, it's not the time for you to work on your speed. But after practicing for maybe a month or so, when you get more used to English, then try to speed up, okay? Okay.
Gwen.
Well, thank you for joining, and I hope to see you more often on the show.
Yeah, and Miss Gwen, I really want to ask you, how can I join your class? I really want to join your class, and I don't know what's the way I can join.
Oh, okay. So currently we're not providing any English, spoken classes internationally, but there will be a book and a course coming up before the end of this year. So I can't promise you the date, but if it's released, then we're going to have it online, introducing the whole course and everything on the YouTube channel. Okay?
I can't wait.
Okay.
Okay, say goodbye.
Thank
Miss Gwen.
you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Taiji, now it's your turn. I know you were here, but then you left, but then we want you to come back. Yes, please come back, Taiji. I'm desperately waiting for you. Mr. Shimada? Okay, we're still waiting. Again, the word is boulevard, guys. Northwest Boulevard, Googer Street, Lenox Avenue, Ingrid Road. Remember, we talked about how it shouldn't be read as Google, but it's Googer Street, Googer. Okay, and the word is boulevard, boulevard. So you sort of cut that word into 3 syllable, boulevard, and the stress is on the first syllable, b. So it's boulevard, boulevard, boulevard. And we do see this word quite often on this test, so make sure you remember the word Northwest Boulevard, Northwest Boulevard. Seems like a lot of people are interested in taking this course. And I know I've been promising you guys that I'm going to come up with an English, program for TOEIC speaking. So many of you viewers could, take the course. I know, I'm being very lazy. I know I have to work on it. But anyways, Teiji, I want to wait several more seconds for you to come into the room. But if you can't, I think we would. Oh, finally, yes, I knew he was going to come. I knew. Teiji, hello. Nice haircut. Hello?
김이? 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 들리세요?
안녕하세요.
Okay.
잘 지내요?
Okay, 잘 지내고 있습니다. Okay. So nice haircut. I love your haircut. You look younger.
Really?
Yeah, you look very good.
Really? Thanks. Yes.
Okay, when did you get your haircut?
Thank you. Yeah. I had got before 2 months. Sorry.
2
Before
months.
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. You got a haircut 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
2 weeks before 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay. So I can hear you, but I think the reception is quite bad. So we're going to go right in. And Teiji, I'm going to have you listen to passage number 2. Okay? So let's move on
Okay. Yes.
to passage number 2. Okay? So when you see the timer go down, please start reading, okay?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Sanders. I am the head coach at Brian's gym. Today, I'd like to introduce my agility ladder program, which has been designed to improve the balance, speed, and coordination. You'll be able to respond more quickly to any physical challenges encountered in sports.
Okay. So Teiji, I am honestly telling you, your pronunciation has improved a lot. Right now, the connection was a little bad, so it was getting disconnected, but still I could tell your pronunciation and the whole reading was much smoother. Okay. So first of all, well done on working on your intonation and pronunciation. The only thing is, if it wasn't for the internet that's making you being cut off, I think you could read it a little bit faster. Okay, so try to speed up, try to read it a little bit faster. And could you please send me a recording to my Kakao chat room, the chat room that we have together, and I will give you feedback on the faster version of your reading, okay? Okay, but right now, I think the internet connection is a little bit too slow for me to hear your answer clearly. So record it and send it to my Kakao, and I'll give you feedback on your faster version. But right now, everything was great. I know you sort of like fixed yourself on physical, the word physical, but you're right. PH is an F sound, so you did the right thing. Okay?
Thanks.
Okay, so make sure to record, and I'll talk to you in the chat room.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. The internet is a little slow, so I think I'm going to have to move on to the next person.
Okay.
Okay. See you. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
All right. So we're going to have 1 or 2 people.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. 항상 고마워요.
고맙습니다.
항상
아리가또.
고마워요.
아리가또
Can you
고자이마스.
hear? 항상 고마워요.
항상. You learn the word. Yeah, he always learns a Korean word and try to speak Korean. Okay, so you have to leave so another person can enter the room. Yeah, you have to leave the room so another person can
thank you.
enter. Yeah, thank you. Okay, the next person here is Alan. It's AT. Yeah, I really look forward to talking to Alan. Okay, so Alan, are you there? Your microphone is off, so we can't hear you. Could you please turn on the microphone? Oh yeah, it's working now. Hello,
Hi.
Ellen.
Hi.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
hi, Miss Gwen. Good
where are you
evening.
coming from?
So, I'm Alan. I'm from Taiwan.
Okay.
And my YouTube ID is AT.
Yes, I know you're AT. So AT, which part would you like to
Yeah.
talk about?
I would like to try part 2.
Part 2. Okay, so let's go with the second picture then. I'm going to show you the second picture here, this one. All right, so once you see the timer go down, start your answer, okay?
Okay. So this is a picture taken inside a supermarket, and there are 2 people in this picture. On the right side of the picture, there's a man wearing blue shirt and green jacket, and he's with no hair, and he's like holding 2 tomatoes in his hand. And on the left side of the picture, there's a woman wearing yellow shirt. She's grabbing green onion in his hand.
Okay.
In her hand.
So AT, yes, that's the exact thing that I was going to mention. So she is a her and he is his, right? So you have to be careful with he, she, his, her, all that kind of terms. And I was looking at the timer at the same time when you were talking, and you were saying too much about the guy. You spent your 20 seconds just talking about the men, and then you moved on to the woman. So that's why you don't have enough time to talk about the woman and other things, right? So don't try, to talk too much about one part of the picture, because you got to move around to describe everything in the picture. Okay, so mention only one thing about his outfit or his hair, not having any hair, and just mention one thing about he is holding like tomatoes, and then move on to the woman or move on to the next person. So you would spend enough time for other elements in the picture. Okay.
Okay.
So what I tell my students is always have your phone with you and time yourself when you're practicing answers, because you got to know at what time you can speak how much of at things in English.
Okay.
So make sure to time yourself.
So okay. I understood.
Mm-hmm. And overall, your pronunciation and intonation was very intelligible. It was very good to listen to or understand. Only that, when you were, talking, I was like very, anxious about the time. That you were running out of time. That was the only thing.
So I'm having difficulties to organize my sentences.
So the order is this. First of all, give information about where this place is, location. For example, in the middle of the picture, there's a man. And then the second thing would be, he is wearing a hoodie or he's wearing a shirt. Okay, no more than that. And then lastly, talk about his action. He is looking at something and holding some tomatoes. So the orders would be always location, what he's wearing, and what he's doing. That's the order.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 steps. And then move on to another thing, the same step all over again.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, well, I wish to see you more often on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so that was the last person on our show tonight. Oh, we have one more? Actually, I'm running out of time. Okay, we got to do one more. Yeah, because we're waiting for who? Who are we waiting for? Oh, we have one more person. Okay, do we still have people waiting there? Did we send the invite, and did you receive the invitation? Please check the invitation and let us know if you're coming. We're waiting. Okay, so yeah. So if there's no more reply to our invitation. Oh, we have Trin. Oh, hello, Trin. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Trin, do you think you can do part 5 for us?
Yes, maybe.
Yes, it's a little difficult, but I know you
Yes.
could do it, okay? So once you see the timer go down, please start your answer, okay?
Yes. Oh, okay. So I think teachers has more impact on our society. This is because they can help our societies build next generation, and moreover, they can inspire them and give them more energy to when they have any problems. For example, my teacher Lisa, she is my English teacher, and she not only told me about academic skill, but she also told me anything around the world, so that thanks to her, I can become a better version, and I knew what I wanted to do in the future. So that's why I would take into consider teachers more impactful, more than lawyers.
Okay. So, Trin, what is your target or what's your goal for TOEIC speaking?
Yeah, maybe 8.
Maybe 8. Okay. Well, then if you want to get 8, because I think your answer is good enough to get level 7, 160, but if you wish to improve your score, you got to work on 2 things. Well, first of all, you got to like sort of try to practice speaking or reading English out loud more so it could be smoother. Right now, the connecting like words and the linking sound is a little not soft yet. So it's got to be softer whenever you connect the words and the sounds. And second of all, you cannot come up with an example for every single question. I said in the earlier in the show, okay? So you got to have a like certain examples set for this kind of like childhood setting. You got to have an example set for work environment setting, okay? So with that, example that you already have, you have to like sort of arrange it only a little bit. You cannot come up with a whole new answer. Then you could sound like speak more fluently and you can speak more confidently because you already have your answer, sort of prepared. So try to have a script that could be used for multiple different kinds of questions, and then it could help you like approach the questions more easily.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, yes.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. I hope we could help you get level 8 soon.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.
Bye. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. Okay, so that was the last person on the show to get my live feedback. And yeah, I think every time that I talk to you one by one, you guys are getting better and better. Yeah, you guys know how to do this because you guys watch my videos and you guys get my tip and you get, adjusted to how to make better answers and you're finding your own ways. But, here this is the thing. When we're getting ready for TOEIC speaking, it's about getting higher score, right? I mean, I don't encourage you to just memorize, and to memorize to speak English. But, in order to speak English, you have to have certain things memorized. So you can like just spit out the words or sentences or whatever kind of story that you wish to talk about. If you are unprepared, it means that you have nothing to talk about. So you sort of buffer and you don't know what to say and you just like murmur and you're like, and then the time's up. Okay. So you got to have your own scenario or some kind of a script ready before the test. So you can just speak a little bit more fluently and faster. Okay. That's what I was talking about. It's not only about memorizing, it's about memorizing and practicing. Okay. So next month in May, of course, I'm going to be doing another live show and it's going to be, I think on the last week, it's going to be on the 26th, May 26th. Oh my gosh. Did I turn off everything? No, right? Okay. Oh my gosh. I clicked something and everything stopped all of a sudden on the screen. So I thought I turned off everything. But yeah, I'll be doing a live show in May on the 26th, the last Friday of May. So until then, please watch this video over and over again. And I think more people are going to be watching this video because we talked about the movie schedule. And I will see you back here in May, guys. Have a great month and have a great week. Have a great weekend. Until then, stay safe.